Hey guys, welcome back to Read With Me, LG. I have another great Berenstain Bears. All right, so you guys know I do love Berenstain Bears and I have quite the collection. So we're going to go ahead and jump into another one. This one is called The Berenstain Bears and Too Much TV. Per usual, this one is by Stan and Jan Berenstain. All right. That's a cute title page. Too Much TV. It was a fine spring day in Bear Country. The bluebirds were singing, the trout were leaping, and except for one small cloud of dust billowing behind the school bus as it came over the hill, the air was sparkling clean. Mama Bear was inside the Bears family's treehouse, fixing brother and sister Bear's after-school snack. There is Mama Bear in the window. See the bluebirds singing. It looks like a really nice day. Brother and sister Bear got off the school bus and came into the kitchen with hardly a hello. Then they did what they did every day. They took their milk and cookies into the living room and switched on the TV. There's no question about it, thought Mama. Those cubs are watching too much TV. Later, when Papa Bear came in from his shop and joined brother and sister, Mama became even more convinced. There's absolutely no question about it. The whole Bear family is watching too much TV. So here's Mama Bear seeing the kids. And then she sees Papa Bear doing the same thing. She wasn't quite sure how it had happened. Maybe it began when the old fuzzy pictured black and white set broke down and they got a big new color set. Or maybe it started when Papa put the big antenna up on top of that treehouse and brought in pictures from all over Bear Country. But however it had happened, one thing was sure. The Bear family was spending more and more time watching television and less time with all the other things they might be doing instead. So Mama Bear's, you can see she's thinking, right, about all the ways that it might have happened. The Bear family had always had lively conversations around the dinner table. But not lately. Lately, they just sat around and chewed. The cubs had all kinds of fun playing outdoors, but not anymore. They were too busy watching Nutty Bear and the Bear Stooges. So this is before they're watching too much TV, you can see they're looking at each other, they're talking to each other, and then this is when they just would rather be watching TV. And they look unhappy, right? That evening after dinner, when brother and sister scampered in to turn on the TV, Mama stopped them and said her piece. We've been watching all together too much TV around here. But Mama, said brother, Nutty Bear's coming on and we'll miss it. And the Bear Stooges, said sister. Well, you'll just have to miss them, said Mama firmly. And furthermore, she added, you may as well get used to the idea because there's not going to be any television around here for a whole week. No TV for a week? Said the shocked cubs. But Mama... Never mind the buts, said Papa. Your mother is absolutely right. There's a lot more to life than TV. Sorry, you can hear the doggy. Like homework, for instance, and fresh air and sunshine and exercise. No TV for a week is an excellent idea. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a sports show I want to watch. I just realized I forgot to show you guys this picture. So this is Mama Bear telling the cubs, no more TV, right? All right. Just a moment, Papa, said Mama. No TV for a week means you too. What? Said Papa. You can't be serious. So this is Mama telling the cubs and Papa's backing her up. Yeah, no TV. That's a great idea. Sounds like a really good idea. Then, this is Papa hearing that it counts for him too. No TV for you either, Papa. But Mama was very serious. What about the news? Protested Papa. I don't know what's going on in the world if I don't try the TV news. Here, try this, said Mama. It's called the newspaper. And the weather, continued Papa. How will we know what the weather will be? Try this, said Mama. It's called putting your hand out the window to see if it's raining. What are we supposed to do? Just sit around and talk? Asked Brother. That'll be fine for starters, said Mama, settling comfortably into her rocker. So here they are trying to figure out what are they supposed to do if there's no TV or iPads or video game things, right? But it had been so long since the Bear family sat around and talked that they had sort of forgotten how. It really didn't matter because pretty soon Papa fell asleep and snored so loudly that they wouldn't have heard each other anyway. After school the next day, the cubs looked longingly at the TV, but Mama shooed them away out to play. Brother's bike had a tire that needed pumping up, and Sister's trike needed a little oil. And while it seemed strange not watching television, it was fun riding bikes and trikes again. Sort of. So here they are, trying to figure out how to do other things again. That evening, the cubs worked on their homework, but it wasn't easy with that blank TV just sitting there staring. Then Sister noticed an ad in Papa's newspaper, an ad for a TV special. Oh, Mama, look, a special, she said. No TV for a week means no TV for a week, asked Mama, and besides, Mother Nature has a much bigger special waiting for us. We're going to sit outside and watch the stars come out. Watch the stars come out, complained Sister. I don't know if I can stand the excitement, said Brother. Here they are, trying to figure that stuff out. But as they sat out under the great sky, a spell came over the bears. It was all so big and beautiful. The bears stared at the sky. So far, not a single star. Look, cried Sister. Something flying. Bats, said Papa. Out for their breakfast of insect. Breakfast, said Brother. That's right, answered Papa. Bats sleep during the day, so this is their breakfast time. I see a star, cried Sister. She had found the first tiny star. So, in this picture, do you see the bats? That's right. There are 4 bats. 1, 2, 3, 4 that are out hunting insects. And then there is the little single star that Sister saw. Soon there were others, and after a while the whole sky was full of stars. And it was very special, more special than anything they've ever seen on TV. It was a sharper picture, too, and a much, much bigger screen. See all the stars, huh? The Bear family did all sorts of interesting things over the next few days. So interesting that they hardly thought about TV. They went on a nature walk and watched tadpoles hatch out of eggs. They watched an orb spider spin a magnificent web. They went shopping at the Bear Country Mall. Sister used some of her savings to buy a knitting spool and some yarn. Brother bought a cube puzzle. They did have to keep an eye on Papa, though. So here they are, figuring out new ways to have fun. Wonder why they had to keep an eye on Papa. When they were at the mall, the cubs caught Papa in the TV store, sneaking a look at the game. Another time he went downstairs in the middle of the night for a peek at the late movie, but Mama and the cubs stopped him just in time. So Papa's having a hard time with it, huh? That next evening, it was the last day of their no TV week. The Bear family was having a lively conversation at the dinner table. They all agreed that the week had been a success, but Brother had a question. Mama, he asked, what is it you don't like about TV? What do you have against it? Goodness, said Mama, I don't have anything against TV. I like it. What I'm against is the TV habit, sitting in front of it day after day like old stumps, waiting to for dry rot to set in. Well, said Brother, tomorrow I'm going to get a whole bunch of snacks and watch TV all day. Me too, said Sister. Me too, said Papa. So look at there. Do they look excited? They do. They look excited for TV day, don't they? But the only one who did watch it all day was Papa. Brother got interested in his cube puzzle and finally solved it. Sister started knitting a rug on her knitting spool. Finally, even Papa had enough and decided to bait his hook for a couple hours of those leaping trout. A couple of those leaping trout. So there they are. So Mama feels like she won, right? Because she made them realize there's other things they like too. I hope you guys enjoyed another Berenstain Bears. That was too much TV. I thought it was really cute. And I just have to point out, because you guys know at this point, if you've watched any of my episodes, that I'm all about remembering that books do not have to be perfect to enjoy them. So, just a reminder, at the middle of this book, the page is falling out, but we still read it and we still enjoyed it. So, it's okay if a book is used or imperfect, and it's still super fun, right? I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time for Read With Me. LG.